I got to meet Jedward this week. They came into studio.
I saw that. They're so funny. What age are you? We're ageless.
I had to buy nappies the other day.
It's like you're allergic to having any free time and actually letting yourself relax. It's not normal.
And then we had a fight over an air hockey team.
Why? To get one for the house.
If you haven't had sex for 2 months and then having to do it is like really, it's a bit embarrassing.
Neither girls did much housework.
Guess who was number 3?
Was it Vogue Williams?
Why did you marry Spencer?
No, thank you.
This is a global production.
Hello and welcome to Vogue and Amber, of the podcast.
Le Bud. Here we are.
What are you doing? You look very, I don't know, golfy.
Yes.
Is that a golf outfit?
It's a little golf t-shirt, yeah. Soda Grande one.
Are you just raiding Mom's wardrobe now?
No, I got it from one of her bags in Spain when we were there. It's a circular economy here with us, guys.
I love passing things around. I think that you just have to.
Yeah, nothing goes to waste.
No.
And I got to build up my golf wardrobe just like I got to build up my tennis wardrobe.
Well, I've noticed you haven't worn the tennis skirt.
I haven't played tennis. I'm not just going to wear it around the house.
Oh, you didn't play with me. I forgot.
No.
You were a cancel queen.
I'm in now another paddle group and I'm lining up 2 paddle lessons over the next few weeks. So my paddle career, so I'm in 2 paddle groups. I'm in a tennis group. I just need buddies. I need to get into it so I have buddies to play with. But it's like, it's wild out there in the groups. Like people are like, I need 2, I need 3, I need 1. And like people are in there straight away, I'll play. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, because everyone just wants to get together and play. You see, I feel that's the only reason I know I'm a little bit shy sometimes, because I don't like the idea of doing that. Like I like to go to things where I know people. I wouldn't just want to be like, oh, I'll join you, like just in case. I'd be worried they'd be shit or I'd be shit, or like I don't think I'd want to get involved like that.
No, but that's the thing. I have friends that are at the same level as me, I like to think. So once I go and have a couple of lessons with 2 different
they
groups,
wouldn't like to think that, considering you've never played a game of paddle in your life.
Well, not paddle. With tennis, one of them, this guy I played with tennis, he was kind of at the same level as me. Now, he has his own gym, so he's extremely fit. If I was fitter, we'd definitely be at the same level.
I just don't think we're runners, though, Amber. I don't think that, like I can run, but like we're not... I don't know I used to be a fast runner. I did used to be the fastest in the class. And now I'm just like, I once set up a camera to record my sprints on a treadmill.
This is like the bloody dick. This is like the dictaphone. Jesus.
I'll show off a bit of my sprint work and it looked like I was walking.
She used to also record herself doing her dance when she did her street dance classes. And we came across those videos.
I would pay good money to see that.
Yeah, Frederick, if we have the video, Frederick, my brother, dubbed it was a kung fu fighting of me doing my dance, because I used to go to this, I was desperate to I really wanted to be a pop star. That was like my dream, to do that. And so I was like trying to do all the singing and dancing. But the problem is, if you don't have like a base level of talent in singing or dancing, you're probably not going to achieve your goal. I realized that.
Dancing just wouldn't be the forte in our family.
Dancing or singing. Who's a good singer in our family?
You're the one who has a single.
That was like that was for fun.
It's an absolute banger.
That will show you how much time I had on my hands when I was living in Australia. I literally had nothing else to do. It was like, why don't you do a songwriting camp? Okay. Why the hell wouldn't I do a songwriting camp? No interest in writing a song before, but off I went.
So tell me, how has your week been?
My week has been insane. Like the maddest week, just doing breakfast radio, because Jamie Theakston, I'm covering for Amanda Holden, as I said, and I'm recording with Jamie Theakston. He's been doing the show for 22 years. So you know when you're doing
Jesus, I did not know that.
Oh God, like some of the stories. Anyway,
how long has Amanda Holden been doing it? 22 years.
Amanda's been doing it quite a while as well. I don't understand how Amanda looks so good every day. That feels like a full-time job, part of the full-time job.
So what time do you have to go to bed at? How many hours sleep are you getting, and what time are you getting up at?
I got 7:40 last night, but I was very tired last night. I go to bed, I'm in bed by 8. I try to be asleep by 9. And then I get up at 5:05 and I go downstairs. I have a quick shower, go downstairs, do my hair and makeup. I had plans and everything to get like a blow dry and and I'm like, no.
It took me an hour and a half to get asleep on Monday night ahead of going back to work. And because my mind would just not stop thinking about everything, rummaging through my mind, just creating anxiety for myself. An hour and a half.
You were sad because we were fighting. You were sad.
Well, that was one of the things, yeah. You witch.
Such a bitch.
Anyway, and but like I still got about 7 hours sleep. My aura is acting up at the moment, which I'm not very pleased about at all.
Now, what I will say about Aura is they've got a good customer service. If you say to them, my Aura's not working, they do send you a new one.
No, I know.
Not now. Don't be doing like sneaky things. If your Aura's fine, leave your Aura. But they do. They when I got on to them about something about it, they sent me a new one. And I have an Aura. I have an Aura 4. And I was like, I don't know why. I was like, I'll save that. What am I saving it for? And now it's gone into storage. So I don't have an Aura 4. And like, I can't be like to get it. Like, will he go look for my Aura? Like, literally looking for a needle in a haystack. In fairness, they probably know where it is, but still.
Okay, that's not too bad. 7 hours 40 sleep is actually quite good.
No, and I don't mind. I think if I wasn't pregnant, I wouldn't find it difficult, but I'm very close to the end of pregnancy now. And I think that then I have a couple of shoots on. I'm doing the pods. So it's like, it's a full on day. But then I've got a full on week next week. And then I'm going to slow it down a little bit because I physically have to.
Yes. When do you have to stop training?
I don't. Sure, I did. I was on the Peloton the morning I was going in to have Gigi.
Jesus Christ.
You don't have to stop training. It makes you feel... I don't necessarily do it like it's very slow training that you're doing because people are like, oh, how are you training in pregnancy? It's very, very light training. Amber, you could do it. You wouldn't feel...
I've got notions this weekend. I'm going to start doing weight training. So I'm going to look at FlexiFit to see if I can find some bits and bobs. And I'm going to start doing that. Like, how much is enough? Is 15 minutes enough?
No. Just do half an hour.
That's too long. I can't commit to half an hour. 20? I can't.
Do half an hour.
No.
4 times a week. That's 2 hours.
4 times a week?
Amber, I'm doing it 6 times a week.
There's something wrong with you, though. There is something wrong with you.
Well, it's because
you
I
don't
can't
like
walk so much.
You don't like... Well, you do walk like a... you have your little waddle going on. But like, no, Vogue, it's like you're allergic to having any free time and actually letting yourself relax. It's not normal.
Well, I'm going to relax this weekend. I'm going to a hotel and because it's Spenno's birthday. And I tried to book this other hotel. First of all, it's called Beaverbrook and it's really good for kids. And I was just looking because I knew I had to be here for the whole of August. I knew I was working quite a lot during the week. So I was like, it'd be nice to go to a hotel near London so that I'm near my doctor if I have to come back. Because originally we were going to go up to Spenny's parents' place in Scotland, but I wasn't allowed to fly anymore. So I was meant to go to this place called Beaverbrook and it's really good for kids. But Zendaya and Tom Holland have gotten married there. So they were totally booked out, but I didn't know obviously before. And I saw that in the papers today. So there you go.
When did they get married there?
I think they had their big wedding last week, but I found another one which is called, and they take dogs for Bertie. The Four Seasons in Hampshire, and they have a massive pool. They've got like a water slide. They've got a kids club. So this is like, but like it's also, I was actually looking at it just for adults because it's one of those hotels that you're like, you could go and just have like hours long walks around the grounds. It's like in the countryside. It's not too far away from London. So we're going there this weekend and I cannot wait.
The kids aren't going to buzz off like walking. That's not going to, like, that's not a buzz for the kids.
They have a kids club and they have a water slide.
And come here to me. Did you not see, what's your man from that, Oh my God. He went out with Taylor Swift, kind of longish, kind of mid curly hair, black hair. He got
Matt
married.
Healy.
Oh my God. Did you see his wedding photos?
No.
I thought they were absolutely amazing. It was like, do you remember your one from Saoirse something from the Dairy Girls? Remember?
Oh God, yeah, I loved it. The one who looks like Joanne.
Oh yeah. She had fabulous wedding photos, but his were fantastic as well because the two of them are kind of like gothy, kind of like, I don't know what their style would be, but they were really, really lovely photos as well.
I remember seeing his wife. I did see pictures. I'm not as interested in him as I would be. Like, I wouldn't be able to tell you one of their songs.
No, people are mad for them. What's the name of their band again?
1975. Like, how do I know this stuff? Anything to do with celebs, it's like I'm an encyclopedia. It's pathetic. If I could just like, if I could transfer my celebrity facts to like historical facts, it would just be so much better.
Me and Leah were looking to go away this weekend to a spa or something like that. But like the spas we want to go to are the other side of the country. And it's like,
where, like down in Kerry and stuff.
Killarney, Kerry and Mayo. There's a new hotel in Mayo that Amanda was telling us, a Mallow Skin, who's actually coming up to see me the week after next. And I cannot wait till she sorts my face out.
Honestly, it's not long now till I'm hitting the hard stuff.
It's a new hotel called The Grace or something like that. But like there's like the Europe Hotel and then there's Park Nasilla. So
the Europe, I've seen the Europe Hotel because that's like the views there.
Oh my God.
I'd love to go in Ireland. Adair Manor. Have you seen that?
Yeah, people get married there.
Absolute minters get married there. Like, that
people
is
from
like
the States come over and get married there and have the place for like
500 grand a wedding. I'd say it must be
crazy money. We were looking at a good few places, but then, so we might push it out till the week after next.
Do you know where's good? Ashford Castle.
Again, that's ages away. The places are like 3.5, 4 hour
amazing.
drive. And then I was thinking about, we just fly over to Kerry because the return flights would be 80 quid. And I was like, and we'll get a car for 2 days. It'll be really cheap. Like 400 quid for a car for 3 days.
Amber, Kerry is like a 4.5 hour drive. You fly to Kerry.
Yeah.
No, just drive. Jesus Christ. I love going around hotels. It's my favourite thing ever. I never used to like it as much as I do now, but now I'm like I'd go to a hotel in London just to look around the room and stuff. And like Claridge's. Have you ever been into Claridge's? If you're ever around that area, just go in and walk around. It's unbelievable.
Where was it Mom was staying when she was over there? Where she loves the Langham. And what is it? They have a little like, is it like, what's the story with the champagne she was saying?
I think there's one of those, those rooms where like for certain people who go there all the time, they have like rooms that you go up and you get free nibbles and booze.
Well, champagne on top.
Like in Ibiza, when we went to Ibiza, when they had the happy hour.
The cava, yeah.
I'm looking at Adair Manor. They have a paddle club.
Oh, shut up.
There you go. And if we wanted to stay there for one night next weekend, it would cost us £1,600.
Everywhere's really expensive at the moment.
What does that include? Breakfast?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
How much? $2,000?
Yeah, £1,600.
No.
So like 2,000 euros.
I remember I was like, Sven, we should get your brother. Let's get him a couple of nights in Adair Manor. And then I was like, maybe for a more significant birthday.
So no, I think we're going to stay local this weekend, do wholesome stuff, play golf, maybe pitch and putt because Leah's never played before, play some tennis. I don't know how to play paddle, so
Amber,
that's also, I need to start.
Taking Leah on the golf course will give you the ick. There's nothing.
Especially if she's bad. Well, she, like last weekend after we were in, what's it called? King Citric, we came up here. We had the football, so we were doing keepy uppies. Remember you and I used to do that when we finished school?
Because we weren't allowed out. Everyone else was allowed out.
We were too far away from everyone, so we just go out outside the back door and do keepy uppies. We were doing that. Then we played table tennis, absolutely annihilated her. And then we played cards, of course. We had notions of going to the All Together Now festival.
Oh God, why didn't you go?
It looked quite busy for me. I think I'm getting a little bit agoraphobic the older I get.
I don't love being around like loads of people now, in fairness.
And there was rain on the Sunday, so that's no bueno for me. But I still kind of do have a little bit of a notion of electric picnic.
You'd have to electric picnic is chilled, relaxed, fun. and I just want to know the goss because I won't be there.
So yesterday in work, we were having a summer party. So what we did was they organised a walk of Dublin 8 to give you the ins and outs of Dublin 8. So we started at Christchurch, and then I had to go back to the office to do some emails. So I left them on the walk, and I actually did do some emails, but I wanted to fix my makeup too. And then we went to the place actually where the after party was for Dancing with the Stars. I was going to say Fireman Sam's, Old Fashioned Sam's. And we had the whole top floor there, and it was great crack.
Old Fashioned Sam's.
Yes, it was a lot of fun. And then, come here, the other day, driving home from work, and something I never thought I'd see, a goth on rollerblades.
Are you allowed to say goth?
Why wouldn't you be allowed to say goth? That's like saying...
I don't know. I just don't know.
I was very impressed. I thought it was class. I was like, go you. Give us a lend of your blades.
There's just some things I think that I don't know, Amber, like I want to get back on the blades. I've Gigi out in her roller skates, and I just, like, I saw another, like, woman on roller skates, and she was so bad. I was like, oh God, that looks really bad.
I was good on blades. I was able to go back and backwards.
I know,
and
but I don't
that.
think it matters if you're like an absolute blade wizard. I just think it's one of those things. But saying that, I ride a push scooter, so who am I to talk?
Like, that is bad. That is bad. But with the golf and everything like that, it's destroying my algorithm on TikTok because I've watched a few golf videos, so now I'm getting loads and loads of golf videos. But listen, we'll see if they're having any impact in terms of improving my game.
I got to meet Jedward this week. They came into studio.
I saw that. They're so funny. What age are you? We're ageless.
I thought it was such a good... Someone told me something else that someone had said to them. They said that they were like away with this rich gay man, and he was going on about it, and he's like, winter is a choice. I was like, that is the most bougie thing I've ever heard of anyone saying. Winter is a choice.
What actually age are they?
Are they 35? They're actually really nice boys. And who else?
They're not boys, they're men.
Oh yeah, gosh, you kind of forget. You do forget.
I do think they're really nice. Wholesome.
Shaggy was on the show.
Oh my God, how was he? I love Shaggy. We got him for an event for one of our brands years ago.
I remember that. But you know, his wife is half Irish. All his kids have an Irish passport.
Oh, amazing. Well, Spenny,
Yeah.
Spenny would ever be able to get a passport,
No.
an Irish. Why?
He has to live in the country for a certain amount of time before he would be. He can't just have one because I'm his wife, which I think is unusual because it's not the case in America that you just get one if you marry somebody. We have to be more strict in Ireland. Everybody wants one of our passports, so we can't just be handing them out willy-nilly.
Fair enough.
Let's see what we have for sister cars, will we?
Okay, I haven't looked at them.
Oh, this is the best.
It's a would you rather round this week. Okay, would you rather have Trump's hair or shave your head? I'd shave my head.
I also think that Trump needs to, like, so, you know, I'd be a hard thing if you're a man losing your hair, but like sometimes you're clinging on, and it's like it's worse to cling.
Oh, with the comb overs.
I sometimes
But they have those things. They have those things that men actually shave their whole head and then they stick a whole kind of barnet on them. Have you never seen that?
Like a toupee.
Or
yes.
yeah, or some men, what they do is they go to tattoo artists and you get like dots, like so it looks like hair follicles coming
That's
through.
what your man from Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, is that what it is? The black guy did. He had all the tattoo in his head.
Caramo.
Caramo,
Is that his name?
Yeah.
I started watching that again. What a great show, but supposedly it's finishing, and supposedly it's because of Jonathan Van Ness.
I'd say he's a nightmare to work with.
He has liked a couple of my Instagram.
What's the crack with they got rid of the blonde fella now? Did something happen with him? Maybe he had a scrap with someone.
No, your man Bobby left, who I follow on Instagram, and actually he's very good at doing up houses. But that's my favourite bit. I love watching when they do up the houses. Speaking of which, Renovation Rescue's on Channel 4 at the moment. If anyone feels like watching some people get their builds back on track with myself and Luke Mabbitt. Thursdays 8 p.m. There you go.
Okay.
Didn't even mean to do that. The opportunity simply arose.
Would you rather be the funniest person in the room or the smartest?
Funniest.
I think I think, funniest. Charm gets you very far in life, because I think there are people that charm their way through life in terms of
100%.
They have jobs that they shouldn't have and they just spoof it.
Like Spenny's a real charmer, because he's obviously what?
He's not that smart.
He is smart. That's not what I'm saying. But he is a real charmer, because I wouldn't have fancied him when I first met him. Obviously I fancy him now, but like I more preferred that he was charming. And it's like Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson is supposed to be, the comedian. Like, look at his track record. Radikowski.
I think that question is flawed, because I think funny people are very, very intelligent. I think you have to be intelligent to be funny.
Thank you, Amber.
Okay. Would you rather have a tiny pebble permanently stuck in your shoe or have a slightly wet sock forever?
Shoe.
Yeah.
Pebble and shoe.
I think I'd have a slightly wet sock.
No.
It's so annoying having something stuck in your shoe.
No, Amber, the smell of a damp sock.
No, it's not saying it's damp. It's just saying it's a little bit wet.
I know, but I had socks. My socks were wet yesterday. Fully wet.
There's nothing worse than when people smell a damp. It's either, there's two reasons that they smell a damp. They haven't hung their clothes up properly, or they've left the clothes in the washing machine for too long.
Yeah.
It's just, it actually smells like wee.
And there's nothing worse when you get out to get your clothes out of the washing machine. You're like, shite! I left them in too long.
I wouldn't be leaving there when I'm finally finished all those bloody sheets and the feckin' towels. Oh my God.
Be able to teleport but only 2 meters at a time, or fly but only as fast as walking. Oh, fly. I'd love to fly. Who didn't want it? Remember Marty McFly, and like he had the hoverboard, and everyone was like, oh my God, well, like in a few years' time they'll have created a hoverboard.
I loved that movie. The second one was my favorite. Okay. Would you prefer to, or would you rather be able to read minds or see the future? I think reading minds could be a real...
I don't think it'd be nice to know what everyone's thinking about you all the time, because it's not always good. Sometimes I catch Immo's face on here and I'm like, oh, I didn't like that.
I sometimes do. I freak myself out. Like, I don't know if it's like a little bit of paranoia in me, but I sometimes think to myself, oh my God, I wonder if they can, like, if someone could like listen to what I'm thinking in my mind about them. I'm like, and then I have to stop myself having that thought.
As much as, like, when you leave a room, would you like to hear what people are saying about you? I don't think you would.
No.
Unless it's something nice.
Which is probably infrequent.
Rare. But you know what? We did this poll. Wait till you hear this. We did a poll, and it was done on 1,000 people in Ireland, of what well-known person you'd like to go on a road trip with was. So Jamie was asking me, like, who do you think, like, Irish people that are well-known? I was like, Daniel O'Donnell. And he wasn't on the list, because I thought everyone would want to go with him. And then I said Michael Flatley. Then I said Bono, knowing it wouldn't be Bono, but I was running out of famous people that I could remember. And then I said Nicola Coughlan, who was number 1 on the list. Fair enough. Number 2.
She wouldn't be my number 1.
Oh, who would be your number 1?
I'm trying to think to myself who's interesting Irish actors and stuff like that. And
I said Enya, and she wasn't on the list. But imagine finding out about Enya.
You'd have to get her out of her gaff.
Well, she comes out sometimes. I think she does come out. It's not like she doesn't come out. She just doesn't ever get photographed out.
So we're saying we'd prefer to see into the future, although that could be equally terrifying.
I haven't finished my story about the list. Anyway, and then I was like, Cillian Murphy. Cillian Murphy was number 2.
It'd be an intense road trip with Cillian Murphy.
And then I said Graham Norton.
Oh, Graham Norton would be brilliant. You'd have so much crack with him.
Number 5. Guess who was number 3?
Was it Vogue Williams?
Can you? Even Amber's like, yeah, right. I was like, are you sure? I was like, I couldn't. But that is like, you remember when you've done these ones and it's like, what's the best compliment you've ever received? That is the best compliment I have. I couldn't believe it.
Who was number 1? Cillian Murphy. No,
Nicola Coughlan, Cillian Murphy, me. I can't remember who it was then. And then
you were ahead of Graham Norton.
Yes. I know.
They'll need to check those results again.
I know. That does make it less believable to me.
I'd be a bit more kind of like, not modest, but like, I'd be happy with Ryan Tuberty. Just love him.
I love Ryan Tuberty.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of any female Irish actresses.
Well, you'd love Mary Black. We'd love Mary Black.
You'd have a bit of a sing-song with her.
Yeah, she's really good fun.
Okay. So the next one is, would you rather smell like garlic forever or have your hair permanently greasy? Yeah,
because if you had greasy hair, you could just do like my hair, for instance, is greasy today, and I've just slicked it back and put loads of hairspray in.
Yesterday in the office, went into a meeting room, and whoever was in there previously had definitely had garlic for dinner the night before. Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Oh, there's nothing.
You wouldn't be finding any vampires in that room, I tell you that much.
There's a takeaway over here, and it's Lebanese food, and it's called Marouche, and it's delicious. And if Spenny ever eats it, I'm like, oh, like I honestly have to fumigate the place. I'm like, and then the next day I'm still, and he starts getting annoyed at me because I'm like, Spenny, no, like you reek, because I don't want him coming over to kiss me. I'm like, no, and he starts getting really offended. I'm like, it's not my fault. You reek. You ate Marouche.
What is the way to get rid of garlic? I just think you got to let it run through your system. I don't think there is a way to get rid of it.
Okay, have a partner who's really funny or really romantic. I think it's important for a little bit of both there.
Yeah, but you can't. You have to choose one.
Well, I'd always prefer funny, because I just think that when you have a really like deep laugh and just like it just can like laughing as often as you can.
I'd say you probably get sick of the romance. You'd be like, okay, I get it. You love me. God, say something funny.
Yeah. I'm not very romantic either. Not that I don't mean to not be, but well, it depends what, like for Spenny's birthday, like I did a nice setup. I like got helium balloons. Well, I made them, and then they went fucking flat the next day. I was raging. And I got him like a running banner and a cake and some presents and stuff like that. So that's romantic now.
Yes. I would say I'm more an acts of service kind of person, which kind of can translate into romance. But like, I wouldn't be like running out getting flowers and all that type of jive, or writing poems.
I do love receiving a flower. I remember how long ago, I don't know where I said it on one of the pods. I said, I don't like getting flowers because then I have to like clean out the vase, and people stop sending me flowers. And I was like, oh my God, I love getting flowers now because I don't get any. I really miss them.
And then the last one, would you rather meet your future self or your past self? Well, it depends. Are you able to have a chat with them?
Yeah, well, you're meeting them.
Well, your past self, do the lotto on this day. Here's the numbers.
But what about, no, that's your future self. What about if you met your future self and you were an arsehole and you turned into this, like, I don't know, manosphere person? There's nothing worse, but imagine you turned into this manosphere person.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think it potentially could happen with you, not with me.
Excuse you.
So there's 3 voice notes. So Sandra's been yapping this week.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one is mom reacting to the news story that a screening of Spider-Man had to be evacuated because someone farted really badly. That is, you need to get your guts checked.
I'd say I'm more likely to evacuate cinema with a Rudy than the girls. But I do know one of my grandchildren was in the loo doing number 2, and I was called in to wipe their bum. I had to hold my nose like I was going underwater, then run out to catch a breath again.
Jesus Christ. I tell you, actually, between the 2 sets of kids, they do fairly stinking number 2s.
Well, so does that's who was on the toilet. Also, Mummy, why is poo smelly? There's nothing worse when we're sitting there, me and Sven might be having dinner, and it's like, Mom! And it's like, oh God, who's going to get up and do it?
But you know how you're supposed to test if a child can come wipe their bum? You put pegs on the back of their trousers, and if they can reach back and pull the pegs off, they're ready to wipe their own BOT Tom.
Well, they kind of have to be ready to do it by school time. So Otto is like, he's almost there with it, but you'd always have to have a little bit of a check.
Otherwise, you'd have an itchy bum.
Someone told me the other day that her son got suspended from school for a week because when he went in, he basically shat himself 3 times in the week, and the school made him go home. I thought, that's a lot, isn't it?
What age is this child?
4.
Oh, that's a bit bad now. Not the child shitting himself, them sending him home.
I know, yeah. Okay. Mom answers the question, who did the most housework as a kid? Vogue or Amber? Okay, who do you think she's going to say? I think she'll say me. Do you think she'll say you? No, you don't. You know she won't because you didn't.
Well, I think she might say the two of us. No, she'll probably say you. But like, we both did equal amount of chores because they made us.
We had to do a lot of chores. Like, I don't feel like other children had to do the amount of chores that we did.
No, definitely not.
Neither girls did much housework, but they were told they had to make their own lunch boxes up for school, and neither of them liked that. They were very good at putting dirty clothes down for the wash that didn't need it. I'd look in the wash bag, take them out, and hang them back up, and they were fine. They never knew the difference.
Is she okay?
The amount of shit.
Does she have like...
I never saw her lift a finger.
Memory loss, like. Absolute neck.
The neck of you. We were woken up at 8 a.m, even on weekends, and one of us, we would spend at least an hour cleaning in the morning. I had to babysit Alexander FOC free of charge, every single weekend. So it didn't matter that I might want to do something with my friends. I wasn't allowed because I had to babysit.
That's a load of BS. She's got memory loss going on.
She would want to really cop onto herself.
I'm going to tell her to go to the doctor. That's not normal.
What did she ever do, Amber?
Vogue, she made us dinner every night. Now, she did get lazy when she made us make our own lunches and stuff like that, and then we had to do our own washing. Felt like I was already out in student accommodation.
Okay, the next one is Mom is reacting to the news story that according to new research, it might be possible for humans to live to 194 years old.
She won't like that. I think she'll think it's too long.
I'd love to live till 100. Am I the only one?
Not if you're in bits. Not if you're in bits.
Yeah, okay, so you're not in bits. You're grand.
How are you not in bits?
Amber, because I've been eating my veg. I'm not in bits. Would you not? I would like to.
I'm only doing the 15 minutes of weights.
What do you mean you're only doing? You haven't done it yet. You're meant to start
I'm thinking about the future.
This weekend.
I wouldn't like to live to 194 years of age. I'd have to be feeling very fit. And also I'd want one ginormous facelift. My tummy button would probably be up around my chin by the time they were finished pulling all the skin up to make me look younger.
I told you she wouldn't like it.
I do feel like I'm one of the very few people that would like to live till that age. I couldn't imagine anything I'd like more. I'd love it. Once I wasn't like, I wouldn't want to live like, you know what really scares me? Like locked in syndrome or something where you can't move but you can hear everything and you can I wouldn't like that. Or I wouldn't like to be one of those people that lives in an iron lung because I had polio. And they live in an iron lung. Some people have lived in an iron lung until they're like 74. One man only died when there was a power cut. Yeah, have you never heard of that?
It's giving Forever Young with Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe this because the body, even when I was driving home from work the other day, there was a man and I think the body gives up. When the body gives up before the mind, it's a very sad state of affairs. But he was going along with his walking frame. And he was going so slow and he looked like a real struggle. And then I had a sad thought to myself. I was like, oh God, I wonder what he was like as a boy. Jesus, I gotta stop having these sad thoughts.
When I was going through my real death phase, when I was terrified of death, I'd see old people and I'd be like, oh, Jesus Christ. And Spenny would be like, what? I'd be like, I wonder if they're scared. He'd be like, of what? Of dying. Look at them. They're really old. And I saw a man and he was in Scott's, this really expensive restaurant, and he was sitting there and he was drinking a glass of wine and having a lovely meal, and all I could do was look at him and I was like, oh God, the poor fucker. What do you mean the poor fucker? He's sitting in Scott's having dinner. He was pretty happy with himself, but it still made me just be like, I wonder when you're like, oh God, I'm just so scared.
Okay, no, we have to stop. This is getting too Grief Gazette-y for me.
That's your favorite.
Whilst we're talking about kind of Grief Gazette-y stuff and obviously life and stuff like that and the duration of life, your pal Brian Johnson, did you see what he tweeted?
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's only for likes.
I think he's doing it all for attention. I called it a few weeks ago. So he's now saying, been thinking things over and wonder if I've taken this whole longevity thing too far. You don't effing say, Brian.
Well, what I will say is, it consumes so much of his day that he'd want to live longer, because his day is like consumed by just doing this kind of stuff, like red light therapy. I do a sauna, I go train in the gym, I do this, I do that. And it's like, by the time he's finished doing all his little bits to make his life longer, it's 6 hours have passed, and he likes to go to bed at a certain time with a certain bedtime. So that's not changing.
But are they not saying as well that his autoimmune disease, they think that he got it from his son's blood?
Stop.
Yeah. And he also tweeted, like, this, just the bizarre. He also tweeted that this week he froze his wife's period blood so they can measure how many microplastics are in it. I think he's thirsty.
I had to buy nappies the other day.
For your peepers?
For me, yeah. Because after you have a baby, you just...
Oh, yeah.
got to pop the old nap on. Yeah,
I nearly was getting nappies, not because I had a baby or anything like that, but just because my flow was so heavy. Sorry.
My flow. Okay, do you want to hear the agony am that I wanted to do?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Anon, please. Hi, Spencer. That's because we used to think Spencer.
Oh, yeah.
Who's this Anon person ready again? Firstly, thank you for the podcast. Whenever my anxiety gets the better of me, you two have genuinely been some of the best company I could ask for. I have a brilliant sister myself, so listening to you feels like sitting in on sisters chatting, and it helps more than you'll probably ever know. Right, my head is absolutely melted. I'm 28 and I've been with my boyfriend for 2 years. The first year was long distance, 5 hours apart in Ireland. Well, Amber won't go to a spa because it's 5 hours.
I was thinking that, yeah.
We were both trying to close the distance. He applied for jobs near me, but was unlucky after a couple of interviews. I ended up getting a brilliant job near him, so I packed up my life and moved instead. He's honestly one of the kindest men I've ever met. He looked after me unbelievably when my anxiety was bad, does more around the house than I do, makes me endless cups of tea, and absolutely adores both of our families. He's the sort of man everyone tells you to not let go of. But I can't ignore what's missing anymore. Our sex life is awful for two people in their 20s. Sometimes we go nearly 2 months without having sex. When we do, it feels more like something to get over with than something we're both excited about. He finishes, I usually don't, and I don't feel desired. I like sex, I want passion, I want excitement. I want a man who's excited to be with me, not someone who seems awkward around the whole thing. Outside the bedroom, I sometimes feel the same dynamic. He's very quiet and reserved while I'm the social butterfly. I found the house we rent. I paid the deposit when we moved because he wasn't working. He paid me back later. And I often feel like I'm leading our life together. Sometimes I wish he'd just take charge a bit more. Then I feel awful for even thinking that because he's such a genuinely good man. To make things even harder, I absolutely love my job, but I don't love living where we are. I'm 5 hours away from my family and friends, and I miss them constantly. The only reason I moved here was for our relationship. Now everyone around me seems to be getting engaged and buying houses. I don't think he's proposing anytime soon, and if I'm being completely honest, I don't even know if I'd say yes if he did.
That's no bueno.
No. My mum keeps saying two things that both feel true. If you're not happy, you have to leave. Then the next day, he's exactly the type of man you want as a husband and father. Is he? So please tell me honestly, am I expecting too much from someone who's genuinely one of the good ones? Or am I ignoring something really important because I'm terrified of letting a kind man go? I genuinely need your advice because I don't know if I'm about to make the biggest mistake of my life by leaving or by staying.
I think you gotta go.
I think
there's too much missing from that. Like you're talking about how nice he is and how kind he is. He makes you tea, but like he doesn't excite you. It doesn't sound like he makes you laugh, which we all, yeah, he's a bit of a snorebore.
He sounds like a friend.
A gay friend.
And there's nothing worse than
a
like if you haven't had sex for 2 months and then having to do it is like really, it's a bit embarrassing.
That you feel awkward and you don't feel desired though, like, and especially after a few drinks, Jesus, you should be having the time of your life. Yeehaw.
Yeah, I would say it. I'm giving up being as close to your family and friends as well. Isn't like, is it worth it for that?
He sounds too bland for you. And I think if you read back that whole email that you sent us, I think you know it yourself. Like, the stuff that you're saying by way of anything positive is like the kindest man I've ever met. Looked after you when you have your anxiety, makes you endless cups of tea. Who cares? Make them yourself and go find a man who's going to tear your clothes off and give you the ride of your life.
Yeah, I mean, that's
not to be vulgar, but genuinely, like, passion is very important. And like, if it's like that already,
you have to fancy someone. Like, it doesn't feel like you both like fancy each other,
and you want to feel fancied as well. You know,
Yeah.
I think he's too bland for you. I think he's ticking boxes, but he's not ticking your box, is he?
Oy.
Oh God, that's a toughie that you moved there. And also being the like chief organizer all the time, it feels like he's got no real get up and go, like no real oomph.
Like the fact that you've moved over there, you changed your job. And the thing about it is, as they say with life, you're potentially only on this journey once. So don't settle.
Don't settle, Petal.
The time that you're spending with him, you're potentially missing out on meeting someone who is right for you.
I think the fact that you've sent this email is quite telling, and you just want us to give you permission to go. And
yeah,
and
like even the stuff your mom's saying, do you know what I mean? He's exactly the type of man you want as a husband and a father. Yeah, but
he's not, because he's not ticking all the boxes. He's not the type of person that you want as a father and a husband. Like what? So you can organize everything and he just kind of comes along for the ride. You don't want a passenger. You want somebody who's going to like sit up the front with you, but not give too much input either.
Not give too much input.
Me and Spenny, because Spenny and I are doing up our house together in London, and I really, honestly, I was like, what the fuck? This guy's still involved in this, because I thought at the start I was like, oh God, he's so excited about it. This will wear off. Watch. Well, he has not stopped, and he's the most active in our group with the designers. We're using our friends James and Brian, and I'm like, and then we had a fight over an air hockey table.
Why? To get one for the house?
I want an air hockey table.
Vogue, this is like me saying I want a pool table. Will you get a grip? You'll use it twice and then that's that.
It's a pool table and a air hocky table. So
okay, well that changes things.
No, but he doesn't know. He's like, no, because it doesn't work like that. The pool table's always shit because it's whatever way it lands. And I'm like, why'd you have to ruin everything? I want an air hockey table. It's what I've always wanted one since I was younger.
I've never heard you say you want an air hockey.
How dare you?
This is a load of SH1T. We're not talking again now.
Okay, why don't you marry Spencer and live with that shit?
No, thank you.
But imagine like on a foosball table. Everyone loves foosball.
I used to play that. It was called Babyfoot when I was in boarding school in France. I was very good at it.
And I love the idea of an old Pac-Man game, but that does feel a bit excessive.
No, yeah, that's not where now.
I want to have a little games roomy kind of area. So
that's what I want. I want a man cave. And it shouldn't be called a man cave.
I mean, you have one downstairs.
A lady cave. Well, no, that actually Okay.
Okay, well, everyone, that's it. And I hope that you can keep us updated on that email, on that agony amp. Because at the end of the day, it's your decision.
You got to prioritize yourself and your own happiness. Because as I said, life is for living and it's for being happy. And it doesn't sound like you're fulfilled.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like you're unhappy, but it also doesn't sound like you are.
It sounds like you're coasting, a passenger in your own life. And on that note...
I am the passenger.
What a tune. What Iggy. Okie dokie. Thanks so much, everyone. Bye.
See you later.
This has been a global production.